Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Vertexes video, and this is going to be a global friendly guide to an upcoming mechanic on global version. It will definitely be coming, 100,000,000% will be coming. This is not something that, JP will get and global will not get. This is a new mechanic in the game, if you want to call it that, and it's called Neovision Plus. Now, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of interest with Neovision Plus when it comes to my channel, but this is a global video, so global players, you need to watch this. If you have a friend that plays FFBE Global and you talk to them every single day, please share this video to them if they don't know anything about Neovision Plus, because you have months now to decide on what you should be doing. You have the freedom and the wiggle room to have several months of planning on what you want to put in your shard dungeon here. So what Neovision Plus is basically, it's a boost of stats. It's basically a newer unit, and then EX4. Well, basically the EX3 plus 1 is an extension on older characters that cannot go to Neovision Plus. So let's talk about Neovision Plus first. Neovision Plus, currently only 2 characters can do that. I'm sure that will change in the near future. When you pull them, they're still a Neovision unit, but they'll have the icon of being a Neovision Plus awakenable. And then you go into the vortex. There's going to be a dungeon specifically for that character. For example, Tifa has Neovision Plus, so you don't need EX3 to get them to Neovision Plus. You need 300 pearls though, so you're gonna have to run through the stage quite a few times, and you get like 15 per run, give or take, and then you get a few in the missions, and then some of the I believe. When you clear it, you get some. So it's not like, oh, like 300 is gonna take like all day long. Nah, it'll take take a little bit. If you have characters that can run through it very quickly, it's not a big deal. So Neovision Plus gives more stats. LB is now level 50, and you get more stats, like I said, and like the stat cap is increased to 600%. So there's that. And also your LB damage can be increased as well. So there's that. Your TDH and your True to Wood, I believe, stay the same though. So you don't have to worry about that right now. And then your killers are going to stay the same. And then you'll have a materia slot in the 5th slot, but it's not free. You can only put certain equipment in that spot that you'll be able to get through specific means of, Neovision Plusing units and stuff like that, I believe. It's specific materias that you can put in that spot. It's not a free slot, unfortunately. I know a lot of you guys wanted to have that as a free slot, but it's not the case. So I've basically covered all of everything that Neovision Plus is. It's just an increase in, it's a heightened potency of the character. So Tifa will have a lot more stats. You'll have higher LB and a lot of other things in that. And now let's talk about Neovision EX4. That's what I'm calling it. It's not technically what it's called. I'm just going to call it that for simplicity. So, characters that can't go to Neovision Plus, there are some characters that you'll be allowed to use your shards, to get more stats and potentially unlock new abilities or enhanced abilities. So, I'm going to say this as loudly as possible. You need to maximize a character's shards. 890 shards. Hey, you in the back, did you hear me? I want to say it really closely. 890 shards to max out the character. I'm going to say it one more time for someone way in the back who has their headphones in and listening to music or something. 890 shards. So this is why I'm saying you need to start prepping now. Some of you may be really close to EX3 on some characters that you may want to do for Clash Wills and stuff. That's completely fine if you're very close. But then you seem to start thinking about characters that you already have EX3, and now you need more shards. You're going to need a lot more shards now, and you have months. So those months could be a decent amount. And keep in mind, you don't need all of those shards all immediately. It's 5 shards per awakening. So what I mean by that is you use 5 shards, you'll be able to get a stat, or potentially get an upgrade in an ability or a new ability. So the more shards you have, the more stats or abilities you might be able to unlock. It's RNG, unfortunately. So for example, You can't control it. So for example, like if you have a physical attacker and you put a bunch of shards in and you unlock, you boost the magic on it. So it's just like, what can you do with that? So you'll get a lot more stats, you'll get more abilities. What more could you ask for? And that's the brunt of it in a nutshell. So if you have already, if you're like, for example, sometimes I'm like, oh, I already have everything I need, so I'm just throwing in some characters that I don't really care about, but they're just in there anyways. You need to start changing that if you're that kind of person like I am, because I know some of you guys may be like that. You need to start putting in characters that may already be X3, but something you would want to use in the future. Like for example, Ibarra. I don't see how Ibarra could be bad in the future for Clash of Wills, for example, and stuff like that. So I don't see how that would be terrible. And so I think that'd be fine. And you go to the dark section. What else we got here? You can just put this on FFBE. So you could put limited time characters in there. They may get oh boy, Lilith. It's really a bad time because now Lilith's gonna have to wait another year probably. But you could put Ibarra in. You could put other characters you may enjoy that are already EX3, but you want to boost up their percentage and their stats and everything even further. So that's also an option, guys. And keep in mind, all of them are not going to be available right away. So if you guys were wondering, oh, is everything going to be available immediately? Nope, unfortunately not. So there's only going to be a select few characters, as you know. It's the same thing like when, you know, 5 stars got Neo Vision Awakenings. It was only a select batch. Every so often they got a new batch. So basically the oldest units in the game got their first batch. So it was like Old Cloud, the first Aerith, the first Neosian Rain, Furion, and a whole bunch of other older characters like Soul and stuff. So if you have a whole bunch of souls, well, now you finally have a way of getting rid of like your 12 souls that you pulled off banner. You'll be able to convert them into shards and you'll be able to boost them up. Not saying he's good or bad, I'm just saying you'll be able to have more storage space if you want to think of it that way. That's how I'm thinking about it, is more storage space. You could put Cleom in as well. You know, strong characters that are going to be lasting quite a while. Dwayne is also an option. You know, putting Rain in. I'm still using him on the JP side, so Rain is good. Olive maybe get some. I don't know if she's ever going to get crowns, because it would be nice if she did. Or an IA or something. It doesn't seem like IAs are going to exist anymore from what I'm seeing. We haven't had an IA in quite a while, so it's kind of a bit of a yikes. And so all you would really do is just go down like you put Ayaka. Unfortunately, once again, Neo Vision Plus is not going to be coming for quite some time, so a lot of the limited time characters, because we're coming near the end of the year already, and it's an unfortunate timing because now we're going to have to wait a whole year for them to get Neo Vision Plus, most likely. EX4 basically. We're going to have to wait quite a while for them to get a boost, unfortunately. But you could still put them in and put them in for a year, and then you would have a whole bunch of shards. So like it's going to take more planning than we ever had to plan in this game, and ever. It's a lot more planning than you ever had to. And for some of you guys, that's going to be really tough. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I try to make this as possible global game up. I talked about only specifically global units and, you know, things like that, and you got months and months and months and months to think about it, guys. But don't squander this time. Every day counts, as you guys know. 1 or 3 shards per day. Every day counts. So don't squander it. Say, oh, Neo Vision Plus is not a big deal. You know, EX4 is not a big deal. You know, I'll get those shards eventually. No, you gotta start planning right now. And like I said, if you have a bunch of friends that you talk to FFBE about every single day, or every so often, or whatever, or, you know, stuff like that, or you're in a specific Discord, share this video, let them know about Neo Vision Plus. It is coming. It is a thing. It's not something you can ignore. I think that's all I can say basically. So we're gonna wrap this up. 9-minute video. I think that's good enough. So once again, thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. I want to see all of your guys' comments in the comment section down below. I will help all of you guys. I will try to respond as much as I possibly can in terms of questions that you may have. And if I missed anything, I don't think I did, but if I did miss anything, I have a specific Neo Vision explanation video that I talked about before, so that should patch anything up if I missed anything. Alright guys, see you next video. Peace.